achievements. It's crucial to adjust your expectations to align with the reality of hard work and gradual progress. Understanding this can transform your approach, motivating you to push through even when results aren't immediately visible. Adding to this internal conflict is the pervasive fear of failure. This fear can paralyze even the most determined individuals, holding you back from taking necessary risks or trying new paths. The idea of failing can be so terrifying that it keeps you from starting at all. Yet what is often overlooked is that failure is a profound teacher. Each setback provides invaluable lessons that contribute to your growth and eventual success. To truly embrace the challenge ahead, you must first confront these internal adversaries. Recognize laziness. Start by acknowledging when laziness dictates your actions. Awareness is the first step towards change. Challenge your comfort zone. Make a conscious effort to do something that scares you every day, even if it's small. This could be as simple as speaking up during meetings or as significant as starting a new project or business venture. Set realistic expectations. Align your goals with the understanding that greatness takes time. Celebrate small wins and understand that each step forward is a part of a larger journey. Reframe failure. See failure not as a blockade, but as a stepping stone. Each failure brings you closer to understanding what works and what doesn't, refining your strategy and strengthening your resolve. This internal conflict isn't just about fighting against something, it's about fighting for something. Your dreams, your potential, your ultimate success. By recognizing and confronting these inner battles, you prepare yourself for the external challenges that await on your path.
I am here to tell you today.
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome to the 196th episode of Coffee and Crypto. We will get started in the next few minutes. I appreciate everybody. Please send this link out. Send it out to your friends, your family, all groups. Today's call is going to be extremely bullish. We got a lot to talk about with this Hedera, hash graph today. There's a lot of news coming out that could be fake, could be real. I don't know. We're going to uncover it today and make our best decision on the news that came out that exploded the price of Hedera hash graph. Please send this link out to your friends, group chats, family members. Let's go ahead and bring people in here today because we got a lot of stuff to say today. So welcome to the call, and I appreciate each and every single one of y'all.
To greatness. Remember, the battlefield isn't just out there in the competitive world. It's also within you. Winning this inner battle requires more than just mental strength. It requires a heart willing to endure through trials and persist despite setbacks. This journey will demand not just what you can do, but who you can become. So ask yourself, are you ready to face these conflicts head on? Are you prepared to push through the discomfort, recalibrate your expectations, and learn from every fall? Because on the other side of this struggle lies not just achievement, but transformation, a version of yourself that can truly rise above and conquer both internal fears and external challenges. The pivotal moment in your journey arrives when you decide to fully embrace the challenge, transforming your shoulds into musts. This is where the shift happens, from merely wanting to be better to committing to the actions that will make you better. It's a profound mental shift that turns the imagined into the achievable. The moment of decision is critical. It's when you look in the mirror and say, enough is enough. Perhaps it's the realization that if you don't take control of your life now, you might never achieve what you truly desire. Or maybe it's the acknowledgement that the pain of staying the same has finally outweighed the pain of change. Whatever sparks this moment, it's here that your true journey begins. Taking action might seem overwhelming at first. The first step is always the hardest because it's new and filled with uncertainty. But remember, action begets action. Momentum builds as you move forward, and each step forward makes the next step easier. Begin with something small but significant. Commit to waking up an hour earlier to work on your goals, or choose to read and learn something new each day instead of defaulting to passive entertainment. Overcoming the biggest hurdle, yourself, is no small feat. Your own doubts, fears, and old habits are likely to resist change. They will throw reasons at you why you can't or shouldn't push forward. But this is exactly why your decision to embrace the challenge must be firm and unwavering. It is a commitment not just to act, but to persist. Persistence is what differentiates wishful thinkers from those who transform their lives. It's easy to start with high energy when motivation is fresh, but continuing when obstacles arise and enthusiasm wanes is what leads to real results. Every day won't be a victory parade. Some days will be tough, testing your resolve. But these are the days that count the most for growth. As you push through these challenges, keep your eyes on the prize, your vision of who you want to become. Visualize your success vividly. Let this vision guide you through tough times. Use setbacks as learning opportunities and feedback to refine your strategies.
Good morning, each and every single person that is listening to my voice right now. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto. My name is Vincent Owens, the host of this call. Each and every single Tuesday and Thursday, we go live here to educate you all. Coffee and Crypto is a entertainment-based call, so we do give a lot of entertainment here. We do give facts. However, we do say that, make sure that you do your own research, because at the end of the day, none of the tokens, none of the strategies, none of the cryptos, none of the financial things that you are listening to here are guaranteed. And you have to understand that you could lose everything by investing into these assets. So understand that we are not giving financial advice here at the Coffee and Crypto Network. However, sound advice on, ways for you to go out and do research so you can make your own financial decisions. So with that being said, guys, Coffee and Crypto was created for 4 reasons. And there's 4 pillars to our company. Pillar number 1 of Coffee and Crypto is we focus on emerging technology. So we try to bring you the latest and greatest that we can find. And as this network grows with other influencers that are interested in building on our channel as well, you guys will see that more and more different technologies, you will start to find out about different things outside of just cryptocurrency, okay? We try to cover a lot of things. Pillar number 2 is blockchain literacy. We want to make sure when you come here, you are literate on chain. You understand the concepts and the basics of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. Pillar number 3 is digital entrepreneurship. I know that there's so many people here who work jobs. You come here at 10 a.m. and some of you all are at work right now and making that sacrifice to be here early at 10 a.m. because this is a challenge. And if you are on the West Coast, 7 a.m. And we really do appreciate each and every single person for taking that time out of your day to come here and gain that digital entrepreneur, experience. It's about waking up early. It's about popping open your computer. It's about looking at your charts. It's about looking at the news. It's about being focused and locked in, even while you're working on your job, because Jim Rohn said it best. You have to work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Okay. And the 4th pillar here at Coffee and Crypto, and we will get started now, is leadership. We want to always exemplify the highest level of leadership that we can, and understanding that we are continuing to grow in our leadership. So with that being said, if you feel like there is something here that is missing, if at any point you feel like we are stepping, like myself or anyone on the team is stepping out of line when it comes to the leadership side of things, please don't hesitate to send us an email. Please don't hesitate to jump in the Discord group and say what you have to say. Because at the end of the day, we have rhino skin. We are entrepreneurs. We are investors. And I've seen it. I've been through it all. And I've heard it all. And there's nothing that you can do that will allow us to take it personal, but rather take a lesson from it so that we can continue to push forward, and keep you happy, and ultimately our viewers happy and us. So with that being said, welcome to Coffee and Crypto. Can we light it up one time this morning for the 196th episode with some amazing hot coffee in the chat box? Thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to everybody. Let me go over to YouTube real quick. Let me make sure that we are live on all platforms. That is always my job. Make sure we are live, direct, and in full effect, and get into that check, baby. We are live on YouTube, and we are jumping on YouTube right now early. I appreciate everybody for taking the time to be here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Please, guys, if you have not taken the time to send this link out, please send it to those Telegram groups. I can't do it anymore. Y'all saw me do it. I got to teach now. But if I can get my baristas, the ones who really rock with the show, to go and light it up real quick, and push a boost of energy, a boost of caffeine. Let's go and caffeinate the chat box, Discord, Telegram, Instagram, Twitter, wherever it is that you can post this and repost this, please, because it helps us build the channel and it helps us stay connected and continue to impact people. We have a goal here at Coffee and Crypto to impact, enrich, and educate the lives of 1 million people by the year 2030, but also to create 1,000 millionaires. Drop a coffee in the chat box if you wouldn't mind being one of the 1,000 millionaires that we create going into 2030. I believe it may happen for a lot of you all before 2030, maybe in this bull run here if you've invested accordingly. However, I do believe that by 2030, a lot of us will be in a different position. And I'm very, very excited for that time. So with that being said, everybody, thank y'all so much for being here. And let's go ahead and dive into today's bullish content, family. All right, so with that being said, first off, you already know, we got to go over to the charts and we have to take a look at what is going on the current state of crypto. Because see, if you don't know, like a prisoner, if the prisoner doesn't know that he's in prison, how can he get out, right? So if you don't understand where you are in the charts, how can you make it out? How can you have the success that you want? So technical analysis is the first thing to me that people should actually go and take a look at. And some people will disagree with me. Some people say, no, I think you should go to Twitter. No, I think you should go look at the news. I believe that TA is one of the most important things that you can go and look at, that you can go and actually take a look at, guys. So we're going to go and take a look at the current state of the top 10. I tell people whenever you're investing into crypto, depending on your risk tolerance, a lot of you all will be better off investing into blue chip opportunities. I would consider blue chip cryptos to be in the top 100. Okay, some people would say top 20, maybe top 50. I would say top 100. If you're new to crypto, one of the biggest keys that you can do is just stick within the top 100. If you want to have success, now that top 100 changes all the time. However, if you want to have some success, stick to the top 10. You got to think about it this way, right? When it comes to the NBA draft, right? If the Chicago Bulls has the second draft pick of the draft this year, if the Chicago Bulls, who do you think? They're going to want the second top player in the country. They're not going to want to go and get the number 20th or the number 30th, even though those players have the opportunity to work their way up. But if you're a recruit, you're trying to recruit the best of the best. So you got to look at this investing as you being a recruit. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin's the best of the best. I'm not saying Ethereum's the best of the best. I'm not saying BNB or Solana. I'm not saying XRP, Doge, Coin, or Cardano are the best projects out there. But right now they're in the top 10 and they've been able to hold those positions, varying in levels, but they've been able to hold those positions for quite some time. Today, we're at a $2.33 trillion market cap, and we're seeing just below a $90 billion 24-hour volume. Bitcoin dominance is at about half right now, which is lower typically than where we would see. Typically, it's kind of balancing back out after the halving. So we'll have to really see what happens to Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market as we move forward. However, right now, and as far as market sentiment goes, we're sitting at about a 60, which is a neutral, right? We're sitting at about a neutral space right now, guys. So this is extremely exciting times and also challenging times, and times where you can start to doubt yourself. And in these times of you doubting yourself, this is why community is so important. So important. I want to challenge everybody, okay? I actually announced yesterday that I ended the $200 lifetime promotion. So if you did not get inside the Discord group, you still have the opportunity. But now how the Discord group works is it's $4.99 and then there's $20 a month Okay, the reason why is because after I saw the H-bar bull run, after I saw some of these tokens, y'all know what I'm talking about, the one that starts with a V, right? After I saw that one rally to about 2 cents so far, guys, I've noticed that a lot of you all are going to make a lot of money. And I already knew that. I believe that $200 for the lifetime is not fair for me for the amount of hours that I put into this space to get you all rich. So $4.99 is the price. I truly don't care if anybody ever joins again. I'll just be real with y'all, right? Like I'll get it out some other way. Like I'm not worried about people joining the Discord group anymore. However, I do want to be nice because I did end it yesterday. And I also told you all something on Tuesday that I want to stick to. I'm not going to stick to it all the way, but I'm going to meet you halfway. If you are a person that wants to get in, but you're waiting on your money, maybe you're waiting on a check. I understand some of you all did text me and say that. So what I'm going to do is I'm making the announcement today, but I will be extending the $200 lifetime membership until Friday at midnight. After that, it's over with. You know, it's completely over with. Prices will be $4.99 and $20 a month after that. And if you cannot pay the $20 a month and you just go ghost, and then one day you decide that you finally want to come back and you ignored my text, you ignored my emails, y'all know how y'all be doing. You do that right there just because you want to run for a couple months. Guess what? We gonna run from you for a lifetime. You'll never be welcome back in our group because winners don't quit and quitters don't win, straight up. So with that being said, if you're rocking with the winning team, go ahead and drop some coffee in the chat box. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and look at where we are right now in the current state of the total crypto market. Okay, again, family, we are seeing, we saw a double top here on Bitcoin on the weekly chart. And now we saw what we call a kind of a bearish engulfing. It's not really a bearish engulfing, so I'm not going to call it that at all. However, we saw some momentum down. And as you all can see, we're still kind of pushing down, but the wicks are heavy, right? The wicks are extremely heavy on these. And so we'll have to kind of play around. I told you all we may consolidate for some time in this zone. So just stay patient. Do not give up on the process. Continue to dollar cost average. Continue to stick to your plan. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the very first thing that we have to talk about when it comes to news. Now, something that is that came out was the MiCA, which is the European crypto markets, right? And their actual regulation, their regulatory framework for crypto in Europe. Okay, this was for 2024. It says which companies are likely to face more risk because of MiCA. The first company is Asset Reference Tokens issuers. Based on MiCA's Article 35, issuers of assets referred tokens, reference tokens, a category which includes certain types of stablecoins. Not everyone, but certain types are required to hold considerable reserve funds. The exact amount must be the highest of three possibilities. And they give you the three possibilities right here. The second one is e-money token issuers. As of Article 49 of MiCA specifies that e-money tokens can only be issued at par value. Furthermore, token holders must have the right to redeem their tokens from the issuer at par value any time. So it has to be that one-to-one. Okay, and then the virtual asset service providers. Okay, and so that's going to be probably like your exchanges, right? Those are going to be your exchanges, your Binance, your Coinbase, your Crypto.com. Okay, so these are the companies that are likely to face more risk because of MiCA. Now, if we go into the theme 4, which they talk about stablecoin expansion, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this for y'all. It says in 2024, the stablecoin market is predicted to reach a new record high, surpassing $200 billion, driven by the launch of markets in crypto assets, MiCA, regulated stablecoins in Europe, the growth of yield-bearing stablecoins, and rising trading volumes. USDC is expected to overtake USDT in market share. So, okay, there we go right there, okay? So we're talking about USDC and USDT. Now, this was another thing that came from the S&P Global, talked about stablecoin stability and USDT specifically. I'm going to read the highlight. The asset assessment since The asset assessment since weaknesses we have observed are in the line with a stablecoin stability assessment of 4. These weaknesses include limited transparency on reserve management and risk appetite, lack of a regulatory framework, no asset segregation to protect against the issuer's insolvency, and limitations to USDT's primary redeemability. And I look, I don't have it, so I'm not going to stick on this, but I did do some research, and I believe it came from the brothers at Black Swan Capitalist. But I was listening to one of their podcasts one day, and they talked about how if you really read the USDT white paper, it's scary. So what I'm going to do is this Monday coming up on our Sip and Learn. Is there anybody in the Discord group? Does anybody enjoy the Sip and Learn? Just going to light it up real quick. Anybody get value from Sip and Learn when we are able to do it effectively, right? So this Monday, we're going to spend time on the USDT white paper. This Monday, we're going to dive into the USDT white paper, and we're really going to see why. We're going to see why that this technology is not going to last very long, okay? With that being said, let's continue to push forward. Now, I was going to play this video. I think I'm going to play this one last. So let's move on to the information of the day. This is what everybody's been waiting on. I know Twitter's been getting to y'all right now. I know y'all been hearing stuff about Hedera hash graph. I know y'all been hearing all types of BS, okay? But let me come here and clear some things up for you, if that's okay. Anybody mind me coming through and just clearing up a little bit of stuff for y'all, okay? Well, let's go ahead and dive into it. So first off, Hedera Governing Council members by region and industry with quick descriptions of what they do. So understand that Hedera hash graph is enterprise grade solution. It's not even blockchain, it's hash graph, okay? It's more secure, okay? It's more trustworthy. It's faster. It's all of that. Cheaper. Hedera hash graph is one of those. Do not play with this one. Not telling you to go buy it, but do not play with this one. Now, let's talk about their governing council. Their North America tech partners include Google, IBM, Dell, and ServiceNow. Understand that all 4 of these are Fortune 500 tech companies. Okay, they got 4 Fortune 500 tech companies on their governing council. Their finance partner out of North America is WorldPay, a leading payment processor doing $700 billion plus annually. Built proof of reserve service for stablecoin issuers based on Hedera, WorldPay. Understand this right here is the key. This is the key to stablecoin, proof of reserve. As long as you can prove that you have the reserve. We just read that. All right, cool. Let's keep going. North America manufacturing. You have Boeing, which is Fortune 500. Avery Dennison, Fortune 500. Hitachi and Mondelez, which is a multinational food company. They do brands like Oreo, Ritz, and Toblerone, okay? Then you have North America crypto companies. You got Bitcoin, Chainlink, and Swirls Lab, okay? Let's go over to Europe. Their leading tech company is Dutch Telecom, which is a leading global telecommunications company. Is anybody on the Helium mobile play right now? Did anybody take the time yet and go out there and get yourself a Helium mobile line? Are you saving yourself a little money, you know, by on your cell phone service? Because imagine if you could save. Imagine if you could save some money. Imagine if you could save. I told one of my friends yesterday about Helium Mobile. I said, how much would you save for you and your daughter? She said, man, listen, bro, about $150 a month. I said, is that enough money for you to have a dollar cost average budget? Imagine if you could say, what if you could put $150 a month from saving money on your cell phone bill into crypto? Do you think that's enough money to change your life? Man, I don't know. But what I can tell you is you will be in a better position than what you were in today. Consistently, $150 a month. That is extremely bullish, y'all. Okay, shout out to YouTube right now, still growing. Shout out to Twitter, still growing. If you're on YouTube and Twitter locked in, just drop some coffee real quick so y'all can light me up real quick. Can we drop some coffee real quick on all platforms just to light me up real quick. Okay. Here's the utility company from Europe, EDF. Finance companies, you got Aberdeen, which if you don't know, this is the largest active asset manager in the UK. They are also the largest external shareholder in ArcX Crypto, which is the asset tokenization project on Hedera. ArcX Crypto tokenized multiple of Aberdeen's money market funds, and they tokenized the Blackrock US Treasury money market fund this week. We'll talk more about that because some of y'all think it's fake out there. Here we go. The law companies, you got DLA Piper, the third largest law firm in the world. What? I didn't even know that's who DLA Piper was. I thought they laid pipe. Pause. I thought they laid pipe. Pause. That's what I thought DLA Piper did, was lay pipe. Pause. Okay? It's the third largest law firm in the world. What? Here's universities out of Europe. London School of Economics, University College of London. You got gaming out of Europe, which is Ubisoft, $1 billion gaming company. Manufacturing with Kofra, Australia payments companies. You got Africa finance companies, Asia finance companies, Asia tech companies, Asia manufacturing like LG, Asia legal like Dentons. So they have two of the... They got the number 3 and number 6 largest global law firms in the world. Is that enough for y'all? What more can I say about Hedera Hashgraph? Can you say this about Ethereum? Can you say this about Bitcoin? Hell no. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with this technology. Hell no. They don't work with those companies. And there's a reason. Now, this was posted because there's some rumors right now going around that this BlackRock news was fake. And CoinDesk and Cointelegraph announced that it was fake news. Now, I got something for y'all real quick. Since CoinDesk and Cointelegraph want to play games with our emotions. Watch this right here. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this right here. What was the name of that company, y'all? Who was, damn. Yo, it was some, what was the name of that company? I can't remember. Was I can't think of it, y'all. I'm trying to find it right now. Trying to find it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, though. Who was the guy? What was the name of the company that bought, was it Cointelegraph or CoinDesk? Was it Cointelegraph or CoinDesk? I think it might have been CoinDesk. I might be jumping up the wrong. There we go. Look at that right there. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. We covered this. This is better. This is CoinDesk. This happened November 20th of last year. Bullish, which is the name of the country, which is run by former NYSE, which is the stock market president, Tom Farley, bought 100% of CoinDesk from crypto focused investor DCG. Okay, cool. So they talk about Bullish. Okay, so let's go and look up, okay, Bullish crypto exchange. Watch this right here, y'all. Look at this right here, y'all. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make this stuff up. So let's go over here real quick and let's take a look at this. All right. Best execution in crypto's biggest assets. This is the company right here, y'all. This is the institutional exchange, one of them. And this was built by a New York State, a New York Stock Exchange executive. As you all can see, they have an AMM lined up. XRP has the AMM lined up. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna just leave that right there for y'all. But understand something. So why would CoinDesk come out and say, no, that's not real news? Oh, because they don't want you to know this. They don't want you to think that this is what really happened. And guess what? I guarantee you a correction is coming soon. But you want to know how I know? Because let's go over to Onera. Who is Onera? Onera is a global tokenization market. There's that tokenization word again. Okay. Interoperability, distribution, and liquidity for the global tokenization market. So this is this company helps with tokenization, right? Now, if we go over to news and articles, first off, remember, Hedera did tag BlackRock. Okay, BlackRock didn't come in here and say, what's going on? We didn't happen. Look at this right here. Cointelegraph and CoinDesk, when they read this to see how they can spin it into FUD. That's how they be looking, y'all. Okay, so let's go over here to the real information. This came out April 23rd of 2024. This is not a game. This is on ARKAX and Onera's and everybody's website. Okay, now, RKX, the first FCA-regulated digital asset exchange broker and custodian, today announced that it expanding the range of fund shares and offers it tokenized form with the provision of BlackRock's ICS US Treasury Money Market Fund. So what VO gonna do real quick, because y'all know how I do. Let me come over here real quick. Let's go bullish on just that. Let's go bullish just on that, because a lot of people don't even know what that is. So let's go see if we can figure out what that is, okay? What is the ICS US Treasury Money Market Fund? Okay, let's go and just open it up real quick with the with BlackRock's website, and let's just go take a look and see if we can find a little information on it, right? So check this out. A money market fund is not guaranteed investment vehicle. An investment in MMS is different from an investment in deposits. The principal investing in MMFs is capable of fluctuation and risk of loss. Okay, this is just telling us, doesn't tell us what about this fund. Yeah, this is not telling me what it is that I wanted to show you all. But if y'all take a look right here, you know, Bank of Nova Scotia, Wells Fargo, BNP Paribas. So, you know, obviously big, they're managing, you know, already big clients accounts. Okay. But just wanted to share this with y'all real quick. We're not going to sit and try to find all of this stuff, but I just want y'all to continue to remember, buy the rumor, sell the news. So if this is a rumor, then, you know, Hedera may be a good project to go ahead and get invested into, okay? Now, I've got a couple of videos to play for you all real quick before we deep dive into some more information.
Well, we certainly need to address the financial stability and investor protection issues. But as we say in the chapter, you know, there are deeper structural issues. For example, the role of stable coins, which are very central in this ecosystem. So it tells us that, you know, the whole system is in search of a nominal anchor. So if central bank money didn't exist, it would need to be invented, as it were. The more serious problem is the fragmentation of the crypto universe, which means that crypto cannot serve the purpose of money in the sense that it doesn't, you know, recreate this virtuous circle from greater acceptance to greater use. We see it as the fusion of new capabilities around the core of the trust provided by central bank money itself. In the chapter, we use the metaphor of a tree where the range of services provided by banks and other intermediaries are supported by the solid trunk of a tree, you know, which represents the central bank itself. And in this sense, the services, you know, which come from the tree are rooted, in a figurative sense, in the ultimate settlement on the central bank balance sheet. Well, new capabilities are things like decentralization, smart contracts, and composability, you know, which are the functions that are known in crypto. But what we show is that all of this can be built around the core of, you know, central bank money, so that we have the best of both the conventional system, you know, and the new capabilities.
So that was from the Bank of International Settlements. As you all can see, they talked a little bit about CBDCs, talked a little bit about stable coins, right? Now let's go over and listen to Jamie Dimon from an interview that just happened, actually. They just dropped this video, this quick little clip from Bloomberg Television yesterday. So take a quick listen.
Situation is probably the most complicated and dangerous.
Also, pay attention where the source is from. The source is from the Economic Club of New York. Sheesh. I know they get into the money.
Situation is probably the most complicated and dangerous since World War II. If you look at the kind of the nexus of the Ukraine war, 300,000 Russian troops invaded a free democratic nation on the border of NATO, threatening nuclear blackmail. It's never happened in history. Educating the world that maybe have a nuclear weapon, you can kind of take advantage of your neighbors. It's affected all global relationships. Then you have the terrorist activity in Israel, which is now, a little bit of a powder keg in the Middle East. We hope these things resolve, but a lot of wars that go on for a year or two can last for 10, and they can have somewhat unpredictable outcomes. But it's also affecting oil, gas, trade, all military relationships. And you can see it strengthening some of American military allies, and also our relationship with China. I think that relationship is very complicated. It's made more complicated because we're kind of on different sides when it comes to Ukraine. So this is a situation you got to be careful about. The world order after World War II, Bretton Woods, WTO, trade, UN, et cetera, is kind of being challenged. And if this doesn't go the right way, you can easily see a world that kind of goes more into a little bit of chaos as people realign allies, relationships, et cetera. I'm a little surprised that things haven't gone worse for oil and gas. People flying drones and satellites and blowing up Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2. It doesn't take a lot to send oil and gas prices back to 120 or higher. If that happens, it's bad for the climate, all the climate folks, because everyone turns back on their coal plants, poor nations and rich nations, but it's terrible for poor countries. As you know, a lot of these countries are kind of struggling a little bit already. And so, we have a dangerous situation here. And it's far more important than whether the economy, does a little bit better, a little bit worse this year or next year. They're almost, don't like talking about them in the same breath, because one is about the future of the free world. One is about something we're all used to, the weather. Things get better and things get worse in the economy, and most of us have dealt with that before.
All right, so pushing the ESG narrative, right? So we have CBDCs, we have ESG, we have stable coins, we have all this stuff.
No one
right?
has the right, in my view, to think they have.
All right, so now let's go over to Mr. Man XRP, and I want to lighten up the mood real quick, talk a little bit about XRP and some of the big things that's happening, around the world for some of you all that may not be in the know. So check this out.
DZ Bank is quite happy, and we're a bit proud that we're one of the first banks in Germany which really built and made their digital custody platform going live. We can serve our clients dealing with settlement and custody of digital assets, focusing on crypto securities according to the German securities law. My name is Holger Meffert. I'm head of security services and digital custody at DZ Bank in Frankfurt. DZ Bank is the largest German depository bank with a volume of 300 million asset under depository.
Beginning of 2023, we then decided that we should best work together with Metaco Harmonize. So what we aimed at is finding a solution that is as best integrated in existing capital markets processes to make it as efficient as possible. We started to implement, and then only after 10 months, we're proud to have gone live with the custody solution based on what Metaco is offering. We aim at introducing a solution for the custody and the settlement and management of digital assets. Well, the architecture of our solution evolves, of course, around, let's say, the core, which is being able to transact and administer wallets in this digital asset space on blockchains. Harmonize is one part, but we've also built a key infrastructure. We are working with analytics providers to investigate on blockchains, and we are planning on integrate our solution fully in the capital markets processes that we already have at DZ Bank.
The need of digital asset is just trying to find optimized processes and new products. And therefore, we have to think about new one, which can help us to serve our clients better, to open up new products for our clients, especially the asset managers, to improve their performances if they want.
Digital ledger technology aims at improving existing capital market processes. This is how we see distributed ledger technology. These two processes, distributed ledger as well as existing capital markets business will coexist the next decade.
Wow. Medico and the largest bank out of Germany, DZ Bank, are now partners officially. We've announced it, but they've made the collaboration, which means Ripple, DZ Bank, Medico, and HSBC equals retail customers. Ripple was not for the retail customer until Medico is not for the retail customer, but DZ Bank and HSBC, but DZ Bank for sure. So this is how we enter this technology into the retail market. Continue to watch. Now, check this out. Now, understand why Ripple's future stablecoin won't replace XRP. Okay, this is from David Schwartz's mouth. You need a neutral asset going in between CBDCs, serving as a settlement asset across jurisdictions, accepted by all because everyone accepts that they can't get the whole world to use an asset they control. And so an asset nobody can control is better than one controlled by one of their geopolitical competitors. Understand that it's all about geopolitical warfare right now. It's all about all of that. And so with that current narrative and current position that the world is in right now with this particular type of conditions, okay, you got to understand that they are, no country is going to go for it anymore, right? They're not going for that anymore, right? So I have a quick clip, not clip, but a document that I found, and I can't verify that David Schwartz wrote this because I wasn't there, but some very smart people on Twitter that I really do trust posted this, and I felt like it was at least worth showing you all. So this was a letter or a document that David Schwartz wrote back in 2000 on this thing called Pastebin, okay? Pay attention. Hello, I'm David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple, definitely not an economist. I just had arthroscopic surgery, and tomorrow will officially be my first day back at work. So no slide deck for me. I'm coming to you from my kitchen because my office is on the other side of my house. It might as well be on the moon. I want to thank Rich and Tobias and also Barry and John for giving me the opportunity to speak today. Ripple improves international payments for enterprise customers by building a modern, interoperable international payment and settlement system. RippleNet, based on blockchain tech, our ultimate goal we call the Internet of Value, payments and as payments as easy as email for enterprises of all sizes and for consumers around the world. Obviously, we're not going to build that all by ourselves. It's an audacious goal. In 8 years, we've learned a lot about where the challenges are, also where the opportunities are. Number one, CBDCs. The good news, CBDCs can be domestic settlement faster, more reliable, and less costly. And that is very important. You can't have good international payments without good domestic settlement. International payments are more important than you might think because they're so inefficient today. They often simply don't take place. Most emails wouldn't have been sent by postal mail if we didn't have email. Okay, hear that. Most emails would not have been sent by postal mail if we didn't have email. So communication wouldn't even be the way it is. The communication simply wouldn't have happened. An enormous amount of valuable commerce simply doesn't happen because international payments are so slow, unreliable, costly, and complex. Wow, so there's so many payments. Think about how much money's already happening. And just from that statement, think about how much money has not even poured into the world because of this issue. There's typically a domestic transfer on each day of any international payment. If those don't work well, the international payment doesn't work well. And equally important, if you imagine an international settlement system with good characteristics like speed, certainty, and low failure rates, those benefits won't be seen by the endpoints of the payments unless the domestic components on both ends have them too. Let's skip down. CBD distribution will almost certainly have to happen through intermediaries, banks, wallets, fintechs. Central banks don't have the scale today to provide direct-to-consumer services, and it would make no sense for them to try to scale up to replace consumer financial infrastructure. In working to build a modern international payments, we discovered that the biggest obstacle is often the very last hop, getting the fund of the payments recipients through the domestic payment systems. I know some of y'all are probably like, well, who is David Schwartz? What qualifies him? Understand that the NSA, David Schwartz was the lead dev at the NSA for a very long time. That's the so if you know who the NSA is, you already know what I'm talking about. Now, check this out. We can talk about interoperability. Let's go down to the task. Okay, the task at hand. We need to build systems with common principles, just as the internet was built. Today, many computer networks are effectively just part of the internet, but it wasn't always this way. As many of you know, Cisco rose to dominance against competitors because they could make existing legacy systems connect to the internet, while competitors required you to build new internet-like networks. Today, most networks look like the internet, but we need interoperability to get there. And payments and settlements are definitely in the pre-internet state. Pre-internet state. There's still the huge mismatch today. It's walled garden after walled garden with very limited interoperability through a massive number of different specific limited interconnections. Liquidity is spread out, and enterprises need to keep money spread across these systems. The result is high costs due to trapped funds and the need to pre-fund transactions, often days in advance. So two problems we need to be mindful of. Stable coins are always going to be tied to a single fiat currency. There probably is not going to be one winner at the end of the day, and there definitely won't be a single stable coin or a single fiat currency, for that matter, that everyone uses anytime soon. B, the US dollar has been the world's reserve currency since Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944. But as we've seen, particularly this year, that status is weakening. Then they talk about reserve currencies and jurisdictions, right? And then here it is right here, the need for a neutral asset. This is where I really wanted to take y'all. Pay attention. If you're looking at cross-border, the key factor is interoperability. You're working across jurisdictions and across assets. You need a neutral asset in between different CBDCs, or your liquidity will be divided among the N times 2 pairs of CBDCs. Similarly, if other assets such as securities around the world get tokenized, there's even more need for a neutral asset between multiple CBDCs and possibly a large number of new assets in new asset classes. A central bank is not going to issue a digital asset that behaves like Bitcoin, XRP, ETH. This is from the creator of XRP. He said it himself. These are neutral assets that should remain free from single jurisdiction control. CBDC are not going to usurp the role of universal settlement assets. You need a neutral asset going in between CBDC, serving as a settlement asset across jurisdictions. This is where, what do we talk about? The stablecoin on XRP. Bitcoin is sometimes pitched as the interoperability solution, right? And in early days, that almost seemed believable. But as we now have some 1,500 cryptocurrencies that don't interoperate, and almost nothing non-crypto interoperates with Bitcoin. We have recreated a newer version of the same walled garden problem. Instead of building an internet based on compatibility, we built one network and require everyone to join that network, requiring too many sacrifices too quickly. XRP and XRP Ledger. It can't just be one network. And if there's one network at the hub, that network has to be built for that role with interoperability, taking priority over everyone do things our way. It has to be based on bridges, not on walls. XRP and XRP Ledger were built specifically for this kind of role. I can continue to read forward, but I'm not going to. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, or David Schwartz TED Talk. Now, I got one more video for y'all, and I saved this one for last. Are y'all ready to see and to hear from extremely smart people, specifically Jimmy Willie, okay, PhD, the new monetary system prediction. Y'all see these prices, 100, 200, 500? I wonder what asset he could be talking about. Listen up.
Let me bring up a jackass principle. If we haven't seen the CBDC after 2 years of talk, do you think we ever will? No. If we haven't had acceptance by our allies of the US version of the CBDC, do you think we ever will?
No.
No. Why haven't the BRICS talked about CBDCs in the last 6 months?
They said it's not going to work.
Because they're pretty certain that it won't work, and they'd rather just stick with de-dollarize and the ruble for that part of the world with, Eastern Europe and former Soviet republics, and with the Chinese yuan in the Pacific Rim and also the Persian Gulf, and then also OPEC nations, and then also the OPEC customer nations. That's de-dollarizing. I'm talking about Western Europe. They're de-dollarizing. There's a Blackrock equivalent in France called Amundi, and it's $3 trillion asset under management. And they announced in July that they're going to remove all their dollar investments. They're divesting the dollar. This is what's going to happen to the client states for OPEC and the Persian Gulf oil and gas sales. Okay. So back to the point, the BRICS are de-dollarizing. The Russians have their ruble. The Chinese have the yuan, which is going to be far more used, and I believe will be a caretaker currency for a period of time. And we got other countries that are climbing on, like Venezuela, Indonesia, and Nigeria. They're not Arab. And they're de-dollarizing. They're saying we'll go with the Chinese yuan. Now, since China does not want country after country
Pay attention
to hold Chinese government bonds, China's going to push them after a brief period of time of using the yuan for energy sales. China's going to push them into the gold token. China's going to push all the Persian Gulf and all the OPEC nations into using the gold token, and those who resist will get an option of using XRP. XRP is going to be like an alternative gold solution. I believe the United States is going to go dragging, kicking, screaming, and killing. And they're not going to want the BRICS gold token, but they're going to accept the XRP, and they're going to tell the U.S. citizens that it's not gold backed, and they will lie. That's how XRP is going to be used. European nations will use it as a compromise. The United States might use it as a compromise. And wherever it gets used, you guys, it's not going to go away. It's going to grow and not go backwards.
Right.
And that's how it goes to $100, $200, and maybe $500.
Yeah. And it would be backed by
Backed by gold.
Some commodity backed by gold. Yes. Yes.
Russia has already announced back in July, you're going to block SWIFT usage for trade settlement. Will go to XRP as an alternative. Russia understands that XRP can act as a hot poker up the Anglo-American banker's ass.
Woo! I don't know if that was enough for y'all, but that was enough for me. Thank y'all so much for tuning into today's episode. Y'all already know we're going to open up the Q&A. Raise up those hands if you got anything to say. But before y'all get out of here, I got a couple of announcements. Stick around. Announcement number one, we are 4 episodes away now. 3 episodes are going to be away now from episode 200. And I will be going live with CJ Smart Guy, who also is a crypto tax professional. If you've been wanting to get your taxes done, if you've been wanting to make sure that your crypto taxes are together, told y'all, I'm gonna make sure that y'all are good. So I'm gonna have CJ on the 200th episode, which is going to be incredible. Have some other interviews coming up. We will be partnering very soon with a official crypto news channel, official crypto news network, which is Black owned, out of Atlanta, Georgia, that has been built at the has been built with the help of the Atlanta Blockchain Center. If you are in Atlanta, we are working tirelessly to make this space. We have an event tonight at the Blockchain Center. Is there anybody in Atlanta that would like to pull up to the Blockchain Center with your boy tonight? Anybody will meet me there this evening at the Blockchain Center, like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. type time? Is there anybody that can come to Buckhead? It's right in Buckhead. It ain't far. You know what I mean? I live in Midtown, so it's like 10 minutes from where I live. You know what I mean? So like, if you can make it out to the Blockchain Center tonight, shoot me a text, let me know, and pull up on your boy, pull up on the kid, because you can't say that you really into crypto if you ain't even checked out the Atlanta Blockchain Center, which is a free space. A free space. Man, they have an incubator there, y'all. Like, if you have ideas, if you're young, older, it doesn't matter. If you have ideas and you want to create something, you can come to the Blockchain Center, meet developers, do what you need to do, right? That's what I'm about to do right now. We're about to put Coffee and Crypto eventually through an incubator program and get funding for this company, right? Because my vision has shifted. I see what's missing in the industry for my people, for people of color, and we are about to fill the gap. I'm not going to talk about it here, but understand something. It's coming very soon. It's coming very soon, and I'm working tirelessly on all of this stuff we're talking about. So if you're in Atlanta, Blockchain Center tonight, meet me there at Off the Chain Thursdays. That's what they call it, Off the Chain Thursdays. It really does go down. Free food, free drinks, free everything at the Atlanta Blockchain Center, ran by Marlon Williams. Okay, so that's the first shout out and announcement I have. The second one, I want to shout out my boy Teron Gold from the Crypto Crew. This is the official Web3 media company, Web3 newspaper out of Atlanta, out of the Atlanta Blockchain Center. And you know, we was on the call yesterday. We had an amazing talk. I will be interviewing him as well. And then eventually you all will see that you will be able to go get your daily news from the Crypto Crew. So I'm going to provide you all with the website. If you're in my Discord group, I will provide you all with the website inside of there right now, so y'all can go and support Teron. If I'm talking about it, I believe in it. And so you can best to believe I believe in this particular project that this good brother right here is you know, releasing. So go check the Crypto Convo section right now, but we just dropped the Crypto Crew's newspaper, or it's really, it's not even a newspaper, it's a full media company. Like, I really like, it's hard for me to say, but it's a crypto media company. This is like CoinDesk, this is like any of these other online media publications. So if you want to start publishing things, if you have a product that you want to endorse, you can get up with Teron and his team and they can help you out. Absolutely amazing job. My third announcement is that our Discord group is extended for $200 if you are interested in joining before Friday at midnight, because I promise you the price is going to $4.99, y'all. I'm not, it's not a joke. So if you're not in there and you've been on this call this long, you've been showing up to this call, man, you're really shooting yourself in the foot because you're missing all types of money. But with that being said, text me at 404-703-9243. 404-703-9243. One more time, 404-703-9243. You can text me the word Discord. Okay, you can text me the word Discord, and I'll make sure that I send you over the link so you can grandfather yourself in. Because $200 for the lifetime, you can even Klarna it, but that's cheaper than anything else. And the last announcement that I have, okay, y'all already know, I got to make sure that y'all know what we got going on. The very last announcement that we have is we have a challenge, okay, a monthly challenge that we have started starting in May. So literally a couple days from now, we will start this challenge. And I think we already have 2 people that are signed up for this particular challenge. If you want to challenge yourself for a month to get invested, to have the accountability, some of y'all really need this, to get to invest in this and have accountability for the entire month. I'm creating a separate Telegram. I'm dropping gems daily. We're going to do impromptu calls. I'm really going to work with you all for the next 30 days. And we have a once a week meeting that's going to be about an hour, where I'm going to educate y'all on blockchain literacy and other things that you need to have. This is going to be an amazing program. I only have 10 slots for this first cohort. It's a 30-day mentorship program, which is meant to just really push you. It's an incubator, right? It's a catalyst program. It's just going to push you into, because if you can do anything for 30 days, it becomes a habit. So I want to turn investing into a habit for you. So we're going to do this habitually together. If you're interested, you can text me at that same phone number. That phone number again is 404-703-9243. And you can text me challenge to that number to join the Digital Investor Challenge presented by Coffee and Crypto, a 30-day mentorship. This is going to be your fastest blueprint to executing $1 million crypto portfolio. With that being said, guys, I want to say thank you all so much for being the best part of the show. Again, if you are interested in anything I have going on, please text me at that number, and I'll be sure to get you inside of the Discord, inside of our challenge, or whatever the case may be. So with that being said, I don't see any hands. So we're just going to end the call here at 11 a.m. I appreciate y'all. It's been 1 hour of my day, of your day. And with that being said, I'll see y'all at the top, not just from the top. Peace and blessings, everybody.